Welcome back to TeshKidFX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Polygon Matic chart, which at the time of this recording is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. We are also holding above another key area of support at around the $1 mark, and the next key area of resistance that I'm watching is the key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark, and a break above that key area of resistance, then I'll be watching for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up and continue unlocking even higher prices. We have also continued to obey the Elliot wave structures, where we had been seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 in a move that managed to get into the minimum retestment area, which lies between the $1.17 mark and the $0.9313 mark, in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.9434 mark. And having managed to get into the minimum retestment area in the formation of this wave 2, I now believe that Polygon Matic has bottomed out in the formation of that wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, and all this is playing out after we fully peaked in the formation of these higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And before we saw our Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side giving us a peak at around the $1.57 mark, we had seen these 1-2 set up to the upper side, having the wave 1 giving us a peak at around the $1.3 mark, and the corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2 giving us a low at around the $0.74 mark. And before I get further into the technical analysis to give you the short-term scenarios and also sketch out my target areas to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to first sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $2.2849 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave 3 to the upper side to do, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Polygon Matic to do on the long-term scenarios. And in the formation of this wave 3, which is also an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas and also giving us the high for that wave 3 to the upper side. And it is this micro Elliot wave count within the formation of this wave 3 that is going to give me the short-term scenarios, and I believe this is better seen here on the 1-hour chart. So jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis and to give you the short-term scenarios, here on the 1-hour chart you can see that after seeing our low in the formation of this wave 2 within this red target area down here, we started this massive run up to the upper side, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $1.25 mark, and also completing the formation of these larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And having seen the high for that first wave to the upper side, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum retestment area in the formation of this wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is a target area that lies between the $1.0944 mark and the $1 mark, which is the area which is highlighted here in blue, which is a target area at the time of this recording we have fully maximized in a move that has now given us a low at around the $1.026 mark. And having fully maximized our target area, there are high chances that we have now bottomed out in the formation of this wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And by first showing you by what percentage the market is up after seeing our low in the formation of that wave 2, you can see at the time of this recording the market is up by more than 7.58%, which is a very nice bounce to the upper side in what I'm terming as the start of an impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And assuming that the low for this second wave is now in and that we are not going to see one more leg down in the formation of this wave 3, we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.5152 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect Polygon Matic to do here on the short-term scenarios in the formation of this wave 3. And I said to you that in my previous videos that as long as we are holding within this blue target area, then soon I'll be expecting a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, and that now seems to be playing out. And the next key area of resistance that we need to keep our eyes on is the key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark, which is our next significant key area of resistance. And a break above that, then I'll be watching for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up to get to our next significant high at around the $1.3 mark. And the moment we manage to break above the $1.3 mark, then there are high chances that we are going to see another explosive move to the upside, fully maximizing our target area at around the $1.15152 mark in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. I'm expecting higher prices in the formation of that wave 3, and have also given you my target areas in the formation of that wave 3. Also watch our key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark, and a break above that, watch for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up. And getting back to the 4-hour chart to take a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 56 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, fully supporting higher prices. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.